everybody, it's Pam from NANASCRAFT Cottage, back with you again with this fun project. Welcome to all my new subscribers and welcome back to my current long-standing subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's get started. I've got it 99% figured out how I want these pages to be decorated. So I took all that time out from you having to watch me do that. So let's get going. Let's see. I am going to do this so I don't lose track of what I want to do on this page. Okay, so on the front here, I went ahead and tore her picture out. It was much bigger, and I went ahead and tore around it and took some scrapbook paper. And all these images like this I am using from Artful Area Gallery, and I've been linking their shop and the 40% discount code below in the description box. So I will continue to do that while I use this set. Okay, whew, it's been a busy morning. How are you guys doing? I was just getting home things done, laundry, bills, you know, all the usual stuff, the usual fun stuff. Yeah, it's fun. And just kind of wrapping my head around what I wanted to do on this project and get it going. So I thought I'd just ink the edges of this with my scorched timber. I would do it in the lumberjack plaid or the rustic wilderness, but it wouldn't show up very well on this particular paper. And this paper is a little bit shiny, which is kind of strange, but I'm not going to worry about that because most of it will be covered up. Yeah. So how is everybody doing? Are you busy with projects for Christmas or getting ready for Thanksgiving? Yeah, or actually by the time you see this, you will have had Thanksgiving, or is it Thanksgiving Day? I don't know. I don't recall. Everything's kind of going, woo, moving fast here all of a sudden, especially getting closer to the big turkey day. At first I thought, well, I don't think I'll put a video out for Thanksgiving Day, but then I thought, well, it's only for the day and a lot of people are back home to their usual you know, time at home after that, so why not do that? So if you can't see it on Thanksgiving, you can see it the next day. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to put her down, and then I wanted to put some of this real pretty trim on here. So I'm going to put her down first, and then go from there. Okay. She's cute. She's really cute. Okay, now I'll probably need to use my Fabrifix on this. Yeah. So let me close this one up. And I thought I'd do, you know, as many pages as I can fit in a half an hour. I don't want to keep you guys any longer than that. So, and then we'll just continue on in the next video. So this is part 3 of the Christmas Cascading Accordion Journal. I think that's how I've named it. I've labeled it anyway. Okay. All right. let me get this glue eraser out and get some of that glue off of there while it's wet. It works fine while it's wet, just don't let it dry because then it won't work. Okay, there we go, there. And I'm going to come back later and put finishing touches on each page instead of taking the time to do that right now. Okay, now the next page I want to put these little cuties on there, and I want to distress it in the, let's see, is it lumberjack or do I want to do the other? I think I want to do rustic wilderness distress oxide here. So I'm going to do that on this. Yeah, I like that. That makes it stand out nice. And it's the perfect kind of green to go around here. So you guys working on anything in particular? Let me know in the comments what you're doing. I'd like to know. Inquiring minds would like to know. Okay. I want that on there. And then I think I will ink the brick with the scorched timber. And I had re-inked my scorched timber and got a new sponge on the end because it was like half gone. I had worn it out. I hadn't changed it in quite a while, and I finally relented and changed it. And I thought, oh, it's got so much ink in it though, but yeah. Yeah, I had to just bite the bullet and just do it. Okay, so let me get these put on with my art glitter glue. If you hear music in the background, that is our YouTube music going. So, okay, I'm going to put this kind of over to the left here, and that way I can put this on right here. Yeah, like that. And then I'll put the little cuties on. Yeah, so I think this will be coming out on Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully you're having a wonderful, wonderful day, eating lots of goodies. What shall I think I'll just do this in the scorched timber also. Just a little bit around the edge to get the white off. Oops, goodness. Okay, yeah, there we go. And like I said, the images and these kind of papers are from Artful Art Gallery. Okay, there's that, and I'll come back and do the frou-frou stuff later. I just want to get some of these pages done with you. Okay, now this one I have decided to, let me see what's on the other side. Oh, okay. I have decided to put an envelope on here, and I have all the pieces made for covering it around and having that window. And I also have the pieces, or this piece for the background. So I'm going to put that down first. But I'm going to ink around it with the, I think I'll do it with the Lumberjack Plaid. Let's try that. That's a real pretty red. Whoop! Would help if I get a pouncer or a sponge on there. I'm used to having a sponge already, and I'm using a pouncer that I have to switch sponges, which I really shouldn't be doing that. I'm going to get messed up one of these times. I just know it. It's going to happen. Okay, and I'm just going to do the sides and the bottom and glue that down, and then once it's dry up here, I'll tear it. So I'm going to put glue, let's see, I need to put something underneath that so I don't get it on the next, get it on the page underneath. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put glue along this rough edge here, like that, and then I will put it here on the page, or on the paper I'm going to put down. Yeah, and I'll do this just to make sure it gets covered at the top there. Okay, and then put it down. Okay, put the glue eraser there. Alright, and now I will let that dry up here, and I'll work on the rest of it. So let's set this aside. I got so much stuff on my desk. Oh my gosh. Drive me crazy. Okay, let me glue this down. This piece inside here, and I just tore it so that it would fit inside this window. And I'm not going to make it into a pocket, so I'm going to glue this down as well. Now I'm not going to get too close to the window because it can spread into the window, and I don't want that. Okay, there we go. There we are. Get it down. Okay, so I've got that, and I have my pieces here, and this is the top. I did a little marking on the back of where it was to go, thankfully. Otherwise, I would be like, I mean, not that it would be too hard to figure it out, because it wouldn't be, but yeah, I just do that for my own benefit, so as not to add more confusion to my life. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And again, I just took the size of the entire envelope and then just marked that piece into these 4 pieces to cover it. And it seems to be the easiest way to do it. Okay, there we go. There. And then this one should be the bottom. Yep, this is the bottom. Okay. This is the easiest way I can figure, because I want to use the same color like I did on my Christmas shops, the envelope project, Christmas time shops, I think is what I called it. I did those the same way on the window side. I wanted the whole thing to be the same, not collaged. Okay, so this goes on the bottom. There. And that works out really well. And then this is the left side. Yep. Okay. And we'll do that. Okay, and we'll glue that down. And it should fit in there nicely. Should is the optimum word. You never know. That is just fine. Even if it overlaps slightly, which it does very, very slightly up there, that's fine. And then this goes on the right. So ink that up. There we go. Okay, and we'll put this down. Okay. There we go. There. Okay. Let's go ahead and ink the very edges. All right. So now let's come back to our page. And I want to get this torn off first. So what I'm going to do is come on this side and hold down on the top of the page here on the back and just tear it down. And it pretty well follows the contour of your paper here. There we go. And so I want to, let's see, I want to get this closed for the moment. And I want to get this inked. I'm going to get another pouncer out here because that's going to drive me crazy. It's already driving me crazy. Okay, now I can just grab whichever one I want. There we go. Okay. And do the edge on here like I have the rest of it. Okay. There's that. Now, I want to get this put on like this. I want this little guy here somehow, probably over it just a little bit like this, and put this lace over here and this little bow here like that. I think that'll work out good. So I'm going to glue this lace on first, and I'm going to use my art glitter glue because it will dry clear. Like that. And put that down. To the edge. And clip it off here and here. I do use scraps of that lace, so yes I do. Okay, I'm going to put some green around him. Not that it really, well, it shows up a little bit better than I thought it would. Just to kind of give the, break up the red a little bit. Okay, put that down. Yeah, I'm going to put him down there. Let's see, I'm thinking I want a little bit of book page behind him to kind of break that up a little bit. Let me get down here in my scraps. Here's one here. Let's see, I'm going to straighten that out just a little bit. And then it won't stick out so far. Okay, I can do here and like, I think like that. So I'm going to do green on here as well. To kind of differentiate it a little bit. Okay, and I want to get it to right about there. Okay, glue it down first. And this is just some book page I gotten off of Amazon that's real good for collaging, and so yeah, I thought, well, I got it out not long ago because I hadn't even been touching it, and oops, here we go. And I want to do him right about there. Okay, so let's put him down. Right about here. And send the shoe to the right of him. Okay, there, and put that down. I figure why not use some of my junk mail envelopes that I have a ton of, both vintage and newer, used and unused. Why not? Why not? Okay, put him right about there. And I think the bow right there on the end will look good. It'll work good. I need to close my glue up before it starts screaming at me. Okay, let's put this down. Okay, and we'll put it there. I'll hold that there for just a little bit while I close the lid so it doesn't get unhappy with me. Oh my goodness. I don't want everybody unhappy with me, and I don't want to get it to right straight to the edge here of the fold, because I want this to be able to, I want this to be able to fold either way. Okay, let me see if I can get a clip here. and there. Okay, right there. All right, so let me get this clipped back to the back here, because I don't want to lose track of that piece. Okay, and the next one, I want to put this down, only this will be trimmed, and I thought that was kind of pretty to have this on there. And I've already inked this up. And so I'll put it down there. And some of this scrapbooking paper, it's from a pad from, oh my goodness, since my scrapbooking days, which has been many years ago. I think a lot of us have started at that point, and kind of evolved from there. Okay, bring that down just a little bit more up to the edge. And let me get my spreader here. Okay, now I need to mark this where I want to trim it. I think it's right about in there. And I'll give it a cut. I probably should have done it before I put the paper down, but oh well, I get in a hurry. I get in a big old hurry. Okay, I'll do this carefully here where I want it cut. Okay. And I think that's pretty well the same on both sides. Just trim just a little bit on here. And need to do that on the other side too, just a little bit. Kind of straighten it up. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with that. And then this will go in the center here, like that. And then I'll come back later and do the last, bit of decorating and such on it. Okay, all these little doodads here get glue on. Not the easiest thing to do, but we get it done. We get it done. Okay. I hope you guys feel inspired to try something like this. It's really a lot of fun, and it's really quite a bit easier than doing a full-on journal, which I'll be doing one after Christmas. I'll be starting it, and I'll be filming parts of that. I think it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a seamstress one. So I've been wanting to do that, and Artful Area Gallery came up with a really cute kit for it. So I'm going to use that along with things that I have here to put in it. And I haven't done a full journal for a while because I've had so much fun doing things like this. I haven't just haven't taken the time. And I'm not going to ink this. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Leave the pretty red. And glue that down. Okay. Here we go. And there we are. I think I can take this off now. So yeah, we got a few pages done. There, 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 there. Cool. It's going to be pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, I need to attach this back for that page. Let me do this. Okay. I think I will call it good there for this round. It's been about a half an hour, and I don't want to take up a lot of your time, so I'm just going to call it good there, and I will be coming out with another video on this in a few days. So my usual has been Monday and Thursday, so I will see you on that next round, and you guys take care. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and God bless you. Bye guys.